Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I'm glad to see the room somewhat full. I believe this will be a beneficial class for basically everyone here. Anyone who's even on social media has an online presence already can obviously keep continuing and working on it. So we're just going to go through some tips, tricks, just some information I have. And then I would love if this would also be discussion. So if you have anything that you'd like to know specifically about how you're already working on your social media, how you're working on your website, please feel free to ask at any point during the presentation and we can dive into that. So the first slide I have here is just a graph showing US adults daily time spent with digital activities. As you can see, there was a big leap in between 2019 and 2020. Obviously that was COVID that happened right there and working from home. But even from going from that leap, we're still going upwards in time spent online. So it is important that.
Is it 8 to 7:57? Is that hours a day?
Yeah, hours and minutes. And I mean, it is taking into account that people are working on their computers too. It's not only being on social media, just anything digitally. So yes, it does seem like a lot, and it's not portraying that people are just staring at Instagram or Facebook, but as you can see, it obviously is important that you are online because everyone else is, and that's likely how they will find you. And then right here, the stat as well, 97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. So again, when someone types in Realtor Rochester, Realtor Austin, what do you want them to see? You want them to see you pop up first. And that's another thing we'll go through with search engine optimization, how you can put in keywords that will bring you up as a realtor in their area. All good. So if any of you would like to answer this, how do you think you define online presence?
Maybe how often you would appear to someone who doesn't even have any affiliation.
Yep, that's good. Anything else?
Is this defined by our own online presence, like how we look online, or?
I was thinking more how would you define like the term of online presence? Like, what do you think that means?
I think it's a whole combination of website, social media, Google, Instagram. Well, that is in social media.
Yeah, that's absolutely what it is. I mean, it is a culmination of how you are online and how people view you. So as you can see right here, existing online does not equate to having a presence. Your presence is a deeper layer that paints the full picture of your business. According to you, your content, the actions you take online, the internet, again, when people search realtor online or search, house buying, where do you pop up? Where do you show up? And then the public, how people perceive you and what they say about you and how they engage with you online. So we'll keep diving into this and showing how you can take action on all three of those things. I liked this quote that I found online: without a strong online presence, you really don't have one at all. It's all or nothing in this noisy world of cyberspace. So again, you want to be that person that pops to people. You want to be the person that shows up when they're looking for someone to sell their house or buy them a house. And then just some more things why you need a strong online presence: get discovered, be easier to find and contact, accessibility. They have access to your contact information, to who you are, what you've done, be seen as a legitimate business. There's a stat on the next few slides, but it's something like 58% of people won't consider a business without a website. So again, be seen legitimately. You can market 24/7 on your social media, on your website. You don't necessarily have to be promoting something, but as long as you're in someone's thoughts, you're in what they're seeing every day, you will technically be marketing yourself. Save money. Obviously, there's a lot of ways to be online without paying for ads, whether that's your social media, website, whatever you're doing, and then get more conversions. So when someone finds you online, you obviously want to get them to contact you, become your client. And that's included in finding your niche. So within this, I think I mentioned this quite a few times in here, but finding your niche is very important. What's your target audience? What kind of people are you looking for? And how can you market towards them so they can find you? So first things first, website. Yep, like I said, 56% of consumers will not consider a business without a website. So getting a modern, professional, attractive looking site that can communicate your core message instantly is very important. I know a lot of people might not spend a ton of time on their website or social media, but I think a lot of people like simplistic, but professional looking site that obviously communicates your core message instantly. So right in your homepage, you kind of want to say what you're about, who your target audience is, who you're serving. And then use SEO, especially local search engine optimization. So on most websites, such as like the KW site, you can put in keywords in a little box that says SEO. And those are what Google, when someone searches realtor on Google, if you put in realtor on there, you're more likely to pop up. If you put in home buying and someone searched home buying, you're more likely to pop up on Google. So it's important to have these keywords associated with yourself and with your website so that you'll pop up when someone's looking for you. Do any of you have websites right now that aren't run through like KW? It's run through something else.
Yes, I do.
And what's it run through?
It's run through, it's called the paperless agent.
Mhm.
And I only set it up because when I started 3 years ago, the command websites
Mhm.
weren't working like they are now.
Yeah,
And so I set it up just so I would have a link.
no, that's good. I mean, having any website is better than nothing. And are you able to edit that yourself or do you have someone else do it or how's that work?
I can edit it. I
Okay.
have access to the back end.
That's great. And I know a thing, yeah, I said right down here, refresh content. So you don't need to update your website every day, every week. But if you update things on your website every so often, it's going to bring a new look to it, make it more interesting again. And if someone revisits it, they'll be like, "Ooh, what's this? Something new." They're more likely to pick up information. Information and valuable content. Obviously, you want things about you on your website, but you also might want to talk about what kind of sales you've made, what kind of people you're looking for, again, that target audience or niche. And then kind of getting back to the modern professional, the design is important. As much time as you might not want to spend on design or you don't feel like you're good at design, it's better to have a clean looking site, even if it's minimalistic, than have a bunch of words and pictures and stuff just thrown randomly all over a site. Obviously, you want it to look good and people are going to find your content better. And then navigation, again, this kind of goes through the same thing. You want it to be mobile friendly. Obviously, a lot of people are looking at websites on their phone. It's easier to make a website for desktop, but also making it so it's mobile friendly is definitely a thing you need to do because again, people are on their phone. Having a menu within your website, having a menu that says maybe about me, contact me, just different pages it can bring you to. And then connecting it to your socials, keep going into that, but connecting it to your Instagram, Facebook, whatever, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever you have, so that people can find you on those different platforms, follow you, and keep in contact with you. And then footer on your websites, you do want to have that legal pictures and words that you need at the bottom, whether that's like realtor logo, fair housing, whatever you do need will need to be on the bottom of your website. So next, we'll start jumping into social media. So the first thing I want to say here is it's about quality, not quantity. Having 1 or 2 accounts with solid engagement is better than having several accounts with weak activity that you're not able to keep up with. If someone goes to your Instagram and you've been posted since 2012, what are they going to think? You're not doing real
Not in
estate.
business.
Yep, you're not in business. So it's definitely better to have 1 or 2 accounts that you can interact with your clients and consumers in than having an account that you're not using, but it's there just for having it. Audience, again, this is diving into the fact, differentiate yourself, find a niche. Who are you working for? Who are you working with? What's different about you than other real estate agents? Emotion. So this kind of ties into rule of thirds and emotion, but this is a common rule that a lot of people use. A third of your post should be about yourself. A third should be about your business, and a third should be some sort of inspirational message or a statistic. And that doesn't have to be followed exactly 33% of each, but it definitely is good to have a mix, not all about your business, because people want to see that you're a person too. You have a life outside of real estate, but then again, you also want to show them that you are a real estate agent. So it's important to have those type of things on your social media. Next, an important thing is to set goals. So obviously, most of you already probably set goals within being in real estate, what kind of sales you want, things like that. But on social media, it's also important to set how many interactions do you want to have, how many followers do you want to get. I think personally, it's more important to have conversions over followers. It's great to have a lot of followers. I mean, that gives you more people to spread your information out to. But it's more important that the followers that you do have, you're engaging with, you're getting them to choose you as their realtor and just work with you. So checking analytics, you can do this on Instagram, Facebook, basically any website you're on. You can see how many people are actually seeing your posts, how many people are interacting with them, interacting with the posts, and how many you're following up with. So again, these are specific on each site. So if you're on Facebook, you could go into your business page and look at analytics. And that's definitely helpful in the fact that you can see how people are interacting on your page. And then again, that same point, again, reaching your target audience, finding your niche. I keep reiterating that, but it's very important that you let people know how you're different, why you're different. So we'll start getting into some specific platforms. Right now, these are the top 4 platforms being used by everyone in the country. So I'm just going to start with these 4 today. However, if you have questions about any different ones, feel free to ask. So first things first, yes.
Are those in the order of usage?
Facebook's actually on top.
Okay,
And
just
then
curious.
it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and then TikTok. But we'll go through each one a little more specifically. But just right here, some important tips. Very important to have consistent name across platforms. Obviously, it's going to be easiest to find you if someone can search your name, and it's the same on every platform. Same thing with your handle. Obviously, on Facebook, you don't have a handle, but on Instagram or Twitter, or even TikTok, that handle, the @ blah, 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 whatever it is, it's important that they're the same on all platforms. Again, easier to find you if that's the case. Clear and professional profile picture. I also can't reiterate this enough. Someone would love to rather see a nice profile picture than something that's blurry, taken 10 years ago. Updated profile picture. And again, it could have Keller Williams logo on it. It doesn't have to, but that's not a bad thing to consider either. And then when getting into content, this will be reiterated as well, but it's nice for people, nice for yourself if you have a consistent style, colors, tone of choice, again, high quality images and videos. Captions on these posts should involve a call to action, whether that's reach out to me, click this for more information. That is one way you will get more conversions from your followers if you're putting on a call to action on these posts or what you're doing. And then relevant hashtags. So relevant to like real estate industry would obviously be like hashtag like real estate, hashtag home buying, whatever you want to come up with. But again, that's a way that people can find your posts easier if they're searching for a specific thing. So getting into Facebook, obviously now more than ever, it's important to use images and graphics. They catch people's eyes a lot more than just text. If you're doing an update, not a bad thing to use text, but if you want to catch someone's attention for the first time or make it that people want to see your post, using images and graphics is a very good way to do that. Obviously on KW Command, there's a designs tab, which we can look at. That's one way you can easily make graphics for your social medias. You can just plug and place pictures and text. However, Canva is another really great free tool that I would definitely recommend starting with. Tons of free images, templates. Again, you can just replace that text, replace photos, and you can post on your social media. Good customer service on Facebook. So Facebook is like Google in the way that people can rate your business. There's star reviews. So when you do have a good interaction with someone, or you are, or one of your clients is happy with what you've done for them, I don't ever think it's a bad thing to ask them to leave a good review on your Facebook page. Obviously, it makes your stars go up. People will see the reviews and they're more likely to reach out to you.
Warren Buffett, they do a really good thing. They do like client testimonial videos.
Yes,
that
that's
they'll post
great.
on their Facebook page, and they're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely a great thing. And we'll get into like that too.
Yeah.
When you're posting videos on something such as Facebook or Instagram, you definitely never really want to have them over a minute ever. YouTube's a difference to that, but you want to catch someone's attention, but not bore them off so quick that they don't care about you at all.
That's why
so-
TikTok is so popular.
Yeah, and exactly. And a testimonial is a great thing for that. Again, it's drawing emotion from someone and it's making them see why you are the realtor of choice. Build your brand. So again, this is kind of getting back to the same, use same colors, graphics and styles on your posts. Ideally, if you post something, you want people to be able to tell it's posted by you, even without your name or brand on it. If you're using the same kind of colors and style every time, they're gonna start associating your brand with these graphics that you're making or posting. And then utilize stories, both on Instagram and Facebook. Stories are available now, so these are just like short photos or videos that you can post just for a day, they'll go away. But it's a good way to interact with your audience again. Use videos. So what's important here is a mix of edited and unedited videos. Professional videos look great, but again, people want to see that you're a person. I mean, that you make mistakes, and I mean, just having an unedited video of you talking to someone can sometimes be more interesting, more engaging than having something very edited and looking very professional. So again, that mix. And obviously on TikTok, unedited videos are popular, just showing what's happening right now in your space, but we'll get into that in a few slides. And then a mix of posts. Again, this is that rule of thirds. So you want about a third business, a third personal, and a third like inspirational or motivational. And that doesn't have to be exactly 1/3, but a mix of what type of posts you're making is definitely important. So now getting onto Instagram, this will be similar to Facebook. So photos, videos, and graphics are obviously what you're gonna wanna post on Instagram. That is all you're able to post. Carousels, this is where you can post more than one picture at a time and people can swipe and look. So it's like a little album. That's great to do if you're showing a house or something, because you can grab a picture of one part of the house and another part of the house and put them in the same post and people can swipe through it. Again, that same mix of posts, business, personal, and motivational or inspirational. Instagram Live and stories are also very useful, kind of like I said, the Facebook stories. And going live is also never a bad thing. People get to see how you're acting when you're not prepared. I mean, you get to talk to people live face to face and they can ask you questions about your business. I think I know Lauren does this sometimes when she's showing a house. She'll go in front and start talking about it and people can ask her questions about it. So if you have people that would like that, that's definitely a good thing to do. Industry hashtags, again, using the hashtags so people can find you, such as real estate, housing, home buying, listings. When people are looking up a hashtag, your posts will come up. And then engaging with followers. So if someone's commenting on your posts, it's definitely a good thing to reply to them. Maybe you can ask them another question, get a conversation going. And this is how you can even gain more leads. So engaging with your followers on all platforms is definitely important. Yes. TikTok. So I know TikTok's definitely associated with a younger audience. However, people of every age really are using it nowadays. And this stat was pretty crazy, but nearly 40% of Gen Z prefers searching on TikTok and Instagram over Google search. So understanding that, yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is weird.
I know, it is weird. I can't think about going on TikTok and searching, but people do it. So it is important that if you have time, and again, if you're not just gonna let your account dry out, that you are on TikTok and you're posting just short videos of your houses or really whatever you want. But then again, when someone searches for a realtor on TikTok, you'll come up.
What's the demographic of Gen Z?
It's about 1990 to 2010. Yes, isn't that? Okay,
Are we Gen Z?
I thought so.
What about what are the kids younger than us then?
Gen X. I'm pretty sure I'm right, aren't
I
I?
think
Am I wrong?
I think
Let's
that's
Google
more
it.
Gen Z.
Oh.
Aren't we
Oh, yeah.
millennials?
You should TikTok it.
No, what's the one we
I
know?
think we're millennials.
Oh, I thought
Let's
So
Google
Gen-
that.
someone wanna look it up.
Gen Z is like 2001,
My friend did it, so I
2002.
know.
I thought it was 1990 to like 2010.
I thought that was millennials, not 2010. I don't know.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
The younger crowd, to say the least.
What do you got with that?
Yeah.
It's loading right now. I get that.
Well, we'll see how accurate my information is.
Well, I just want to know what Gen Z is.
Yeah.
age
I
group.
thought it was like 1990 to 2010, but.
That's all.
But anyway,
But anyway,
young folks.
young folks.
The younger
It's
folks.
the, on Google, when I type in Gen Z age bracket, it says people born between 1997 and 2012.
Oh, that's
Very
close.
close. I'm
Currently, the
disappointed in
population
myself.
that is between
Okay.
9 and 24
Am I
years.
really-
That makes me feel a little better.
So the population that's between 9 years old and 24 years old.
Yeah, literally.
So the youngins.
Yeah. Like she said, youngins.
There's
So-
lemonade and stuff back here if you guys want some too.
Yeah, feel free to get up anytime. So yeah, again, that's definitely an interesting statistic, that people are searching for things on TikTok instead of just scrolling through watching videos. So again, understanding your niche, who are you targeting, who's your audience, find your style of videos. So kind of like I said, I know some realtors will do like 5 to 10 second videos of a house overview quick, just like a second of this spot, second of this spot. I know on TikTok, you can't exactly say like what price you're selling this house for, because of rules, but you can say like this house is being sold, but you're not saying this house is being listed at 350K for, yeah, you know, you can't tell the exact stats of what's going on. Capture attention in 1 or 2 seconds. This is important on every social media, but especially on TikTok, because people are just scrolling through. If they see something that captures their attention right away, they're more likely to stick around for that 10 or 15 seconds of your video rather than just keep scrolling. Because it is easy to go past videos. If it just looks boring right away, they're not going to stop. Consistency, kind of like I'd said, better to have 1 or 2 platforms with consistency than like 4 or 5 that you're not really posting on. So if you're on TikTok, it is important that you're posting fairly often. Otherwise, the algorithm just isn't going to recognize that you're there, and it's not going to show people your videos.
Well, then what's also awesome is you can take those TikTok videos and put them on your other platforms.
Yes.
So
Yep. Any TikTok video you can save, put on your Instagram, Facebook.
I would share them onto all platforms.
Yep.
Because even like the little shorts that they have on
Mhm.
Facebook and Instagram, those also filter through there.
Yep. And there's also shorts on YouTube as well now. So basically, if you're making any short video, 5 to 10 seconds, maybe even a little longer, basically under a minute, you can put it on all your platforms. And again, more people likely to see it. So.
You were talking about your story on Facebook, you can post one of your stories, which is a.
Yep.
Realize that.
Yep, absolutely. Great point. And then again, a call to action in your posts is definitely important, getting those conversions. So keep going here. Wait, did I skip YouTube? I must have. So YouTube, engaging, exciting videos. These videos likely will be a little longer than TikTok. Most YouTube videos are between 5 and 10 minutes. So you don't have to create them that long. Again, there is a new feature on YouTube that is short videos. So again, that's a TikTok style video where it's short. And then YouTube, again, mix of edited and unedited. So like a vlog would be unedited, kind of just showing what you're doing for the day, going through a house. But if you want to create a professional like testimonial video, something like that, that's a good thing to have edited, look professional. You can share it on your website, other accounts as well. And then just some tips I actually got from Drew up at the Woodbury office in my same position. He's done some work on like the YouTube algorithm. So to maximize the algorithm on YouTube, your title includes keywords about your video, about real estate, basically about what you're doing. Add subtitles in your video, which is just a feature you can turn on when you're uploading a video. You just click add subtitles. It'll do it automatically. Post consistently again. So if you want YouTube to recommend your videos to people, you need to be posting on a somewhat regular basis. Keep similar format and look to videos, kind of like I talked about with other social posts. People should be able to recognize your posts or videos without having your name on them. That's a great thing to aim for, a great goal to have. Interact with comments. Again, if people are commenting on your video, you can send them links to your website, other social medias. You can answer their questions. Eye-catching thumbnails. So does everyone know what a thumbnail is?
It's like that image that you see when you're not actually watching.
Yes. Yep. So if you're scrolling and you see a video, just, yeah, it's the image you see before you click play. So again, that should be an eye-catching thumbnail, kind of like with on TikTok. You want someone to want to click on it within like the first second they see it.
I'm sorry I keep commenting,
No, you're good.
but another thing that I could say for
Yeah,
like when you post your videos is like it's really good to with the, if you have videos, if you even spend the day making multiple videos,
Mhm.
and then you have some in case you don't have time to make a video, you can upload it the next week, or say like you upload every Wednesday or so.
Yeah.
If you have extra videos and you can go ahead and do that ahead of time and stay proactive with that stuff, saves you a lot of time.
Yes, and I think that's actually a point I have coming up, but if you wanna schedule like an hour or two a week to make all these social posts at once, then you don't have to think about it for another week. You can post one thing a day on a platform. You can just make those all at once, just schedule time in the week, and then, yes.
When you do a YouTube video, do you have to include Keller Williams, the logo and all that stuff you might have on Facebook or social media posts?
Not in the entire video, and you don't actually, even in most of our social posts, you wouldn't have to include our logo unless it's specifically talking about a house or something, but if you're just posting about you or your life or
So I'm
something.
thinking, like, say you walk through a house, these are some quality features that you look for when you're buying a house.
Mhm.
Like, have there been updates?
Yep.
Plumbing, whatever it could be. And, and then you're talking about the quality of the house. Does that require KW sort of approval since you represent KW, or just a person putting a thing on YouTube?
It doesn't require it, but I think it adds more value to you if you're putting your logo and or KW logo, because people know more than likely they can trust you if you're actually.
And how would you insert that logo on a video? Would it be
In a video, I'd probably just put in the bottom right or left, more than likely.
some font? You could add to the video.
Yeah, you can just place,
There should be some imagery that we can
Yes.
use too.
yeah, we have a logo photo, but you can just place a logo in the bottom right of a photo or in the bottom right of a video, and it can stay there the entire time.
Oh, okay.
Or you can choose when it pops in. I obviously would not put it in the center of a video, but
Okay.
bottom right or left tends to look professional if you have a logo there, so. Where was I? Oh, and then again, YouTube analytics, just like with other social platforms, you can look at how long people watch your videos, like average watch time, how many people have seen it and clicked on it to play it. And these are important things because you know if your thumbnails and or videos are actually working to grab people's attention. And then link other social medias in video description as well as have a call to action. So you can put links to your website, social medias within that description of the video. And then once again, that call to action saying, get in touch with me or schedule an appointment with me here. Something like that's important. And then just summarizing some other tips. So like I just said right here, time block to create posts and graphics, 1 to 2 weeks. If you do them all at once, likely creating that branding or similar style and colors will be easier because you don't have to think back every time to do exactly what you did.
And if you guys don't know, we have a room here where you are able to do any type of videos that you want. With that backdrop. in
Yes.
there.
Yep.
There's a couple different things in there that you can do for some videos here.
Yeah, yep, so it's just right down this hall, I think 2 doors down on the right, there's a room where we have a ring light set up and then, yeah, a backdrop. It's like a brick wall backdrop right now, but it can be changed. So if you ever just want to do like a quick 15-second talking to the camera video and you want it to look somewhat professional, feel free to use that room. Again, have a mix of social media and websites, but not more than you can keep track of. It's better to have consistency than quantity. Be consistent, think about how people perceive you and either play to your niche, play to your target audience, or if you want to change how people perceive you, you can make a full rebrand of what you're doing. But from what I know, I think most people in here are doing pretty well with that. So, and then set clear objectives. And again, that's that goal reaching. Do you want to have more followers? Do you want to have more conversions? And think about what you can do to change that. I mean, if you ever need any help with any of your social medias, one-on-one, we can always schedule an appointment. Anything like that. And I think that was all I had for my presentation. So, yeah. Does anyone have any more questions?
That was great, Elijah.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
Is it possible for you to either email that or share that in Google?
This?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I can put on our Google Drive and then share the link with you, so whoever would like it.
Just a reference to